Hey everybody, Tom Gentile. Welcome to Tom's Trading Room and Optionetics. This is our market update for August 2nd, 2017. Gonna deviate from what I typically do, which is look at stocks, bonds, currencies, commodities, because it's been a rather slow week. Other than individual stocks from earnings, the overall markets just really haven't moved that much. We've got Dow hitting all-time highs, S&P, NASDAQ kind of chopping along there, but they seem to be moving in this kind of higher high, higher low format. I'm still looking for pullbacks. Maybe we'll see them in the first 2 weeks of August. Biggest question I'm getting right now has to do with pullbacks and what to do if the market starts to move lower. In fact, one of the things I like looking at is longer-term dividend plays, and I want to show you two things: how to find long-term dividend plays, and I'll show you the one that came up today, and also how you can use Tom's option tools right there from your smart device. As you can see here to the right-hand side, I logged on this morning from my iPhone. And you can see here what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm going to look for high premium dividend stocks for covered calls, because that's the only way you can take a dividend on a stock and trade an option is with a covered call. Not my favorite strategy, but here's how to do it long term. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take all 4,000 optionable stocks, and I want to do a rank on which ones have the highest dividend or the highest implied volatility, which ones have the highest option premiums. So that's what I did here. I went into ranking the expensive one-year options using percentiles. That basically means we go back a year and we see where it is on its high and low. And you're seeing stuff like Grubhub at the top, Garmin, Treehouse Foods. Apple was real high too, but keep in mind this was based on yesterday and yesterday's close. So Apple had yet to report its earnings, and so that's why the IVs were so high looking at this today. So first I do this, and then I save this list, and I'm going to save this list into my stock list. Then I'm going to re-rank my stock list, and I want Tom's option tools to tell me which of the high IV options also pay high dividends for the stock. And I re-ranked it, and here's what I got. These were the top 5 that came up: CenturyLink, Garmin, Novo, British American, and Altria. All right, notice the last 2 were tobacco stocks, but notice here we have 3, 3.5, almost 4, and then an 8% dividend yield. All right, now these dividend yields are going to be based on the dividend itself, the dividend amount, divided into the stock price. And that's how you get the dividend amount. And the dividend amounts, depending on whether they're paid quarterly or yearly or somewhere in the middle, that's how we come up with dividend yield. All right, so let's take a look at our top one, which is CenturyLink. CenturyLink shows a dividend, annual dividend right now of 8.35%. All right, so that's the first thing that we're looking at here. And when we go and bring up the actual chart and create an option trade out of it, what you see here is I did it right back on my smartphone again. I simply looked at the stock price of CenturyLink, CTL, and I went and looked at the stock price, sold a call option in January of 2018. So between the 8.35% dividend you're going to get throughout the year, the 7.98% options premium in between now and January 2018, you're looking at potentially a 16% plus potential return, even if the stock goes sideways. All right, so this is something you can do. And again, what we do is simply this. Number 1, I do the ranking by what has the most expensive option premium. Number 2, of those, which ones are paying high dividends right now. Then you can go and you can look at the charts and you can get an idea of what you like versus what you don't like and go ahead from there and create the option strategy for it. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. We got a 7-day free trial on tomsoptiontools.com if you want to do this and much, much more. Until next week, have a great trading week. I'll see you soon.